I still remember when I met you almost 6.5 years ago, where I joined UTMB. I had the pleasure of having you as my direct report, but quickly I learned that I was not just met a new direct report, but probably a good friend and a special human being. Um, Also learned that quickly that I was going to develop great memories with you. And my favorite memory right now is all those times that we spent together sharing stories about Jovan and Maxime's spirituality and their journey, and their quest to serve the Lord. I also I have to say that you have impacted me in a way that uh, you have become, my faith partner. I I feel great, great. You have everything works for a reason, and the Lord had put you in my way, for us to meet and share. Um, I will say also, Luz, that you have become a great example, for all of us about how to conduct business, how to lead people, and how to create that sensible balance between, business and providing that personal touch that only you know how to do. Um, Luz, if I had to say something, I would say you are just my angel. You are caring, you're loving, and I will always remember you. Please stay in touch. And so, my friend, my dear Luz.
I've known Luz for 4 years. Compared to most everyone, that's not a very long time. But I don't think it takes a very long time to know Luz for her to leave a lasting impact on your life. Professionally, Luz has been such an encouragement to me because I've been able to see her as a woman leader at UTMB and within business operations and facilities. I've been privileged enough to sit in on the BOF Forum meetings over the years, and I was so impressed with her as she could speak and captivate a room full of her peers, most of which were not female. And she could hold her own against all of those men. She really sets the standard for women leaders at UTMB, and it's a high standard, as it should be. The biggest impact, though, that Luz has had on my life was during my first pregnancy. Kind of the uncertainty of coming back to work as a new mom. Luz was my cheerleader. She was the word of encouragement behind me, telling me that I could do both. I could be a woman in the workforce and also come home and be a great mom. I didn't have to choose. And that was a huge encouragement for me. I don't know if I could have made it as I did without Luz behind me. It meant so much to me, it will leave a lasting impact on me. You've been my cheerleader, my coach, my sister, my mother, which was well welcomed, and my friend. And I cherish the conversations we've had. Of course, I will miss you tremendously. And I just wish you a wonderful retirement full of health and happiness, and I hope that you just get to hug those babies and see the world. Hello, do you want to be in the video? Say hi. Hi. Thank you for the PJs, Miss Luz. Bye.
Luz has always helped me step back and look at the bright side of things, even when times are tough. She's the kind of person that always has inspired me to look on the bright side. She's a woman of faith, for sure, and she and I have shared a few stories amongst ourselves, and I know that she has a strong faith, and always looks at the bright side of life. I will certainly miss Lou's smiling face around this place. She always brought a nice buoyant level of positiveness to my day. So I'll certainly miss that, and hope she finds a way to come back every once in a while and tells us how she's doing and that sort of thing. And I certainly wish her the best in her retirement. She certainly deserves it after 34 years or however long it's been. She's contributed a lot to UTMB, and we are grateful for that.
Hi, Luz. It's amazing that it's already time for you to retire. I can't even believe how fast it's gone for us, and what a wild and fun journey it's been together. It's been a blast working with you. Through all of this, I've got to say that you have been such a good friend to me, and you're always happy, you're always a lot of fun, you're always friendly and solid and smart, and you're incredibly supportive, and I've appreciated it all through the years. And in fact, I think if I had to define what UTMB, the best of UTMB is, I would say you. So you are the one. I'm going to miss you a lot. But my real wish for you is that you have a great retirement, that you have good health, that you have great company, that you have a lot of fun and you're happy and you have great happy days. You deserve each and every one of them that you get. And I also hope that our paths do cross again, because we really need to see each other again, and hopefully it's soon and often. I miss you. See you later.
My name is Mahmoud Ahmed, and known Luz since 2002 when I moved to University of Texas Medical Branch from Missouri, and applied for a permit for radiation safety. And she asked me if I know something about radiation. I told her no, I just happen to be the chairman of the committee on radiation in Missouri. So she said, oh, we'll make you that here. I said, oh, no, not in your life. You're going to be in any committees. And from then on, I had a very nice work relationship. She was always there for me, and I was for her too. I had to, whenever the state audits and all those people come and check on her, I used to defend her. And that's why my nose got bigger with the time as passes. And until I have a very nice memory of the day I decided to buy a car, a Mercedes, and I went to the dealership and I met a gentleman. People recommended that I talk to him because I wanted to buy the car in Europe, and I sat with him, and he worked out with me a perfect deal. And I looked at his desk and I saw a picture, and Luz was on the picture. So I finished, and I very calmly told Mendel, aren't you going to approve this deal from your boss? He said, I don't think so, sir. I'm comfortable doing that. I'm the manager. And I told him, no, not your boss, this boss. Isn't this Luz? And he said, yes. I told him, that's the boss. If you don't know that that's the boss, then you're in trouble. And he laughed, and I laughed, and I kept teasing Luz about that, and telling her, haven't you, in all those years you've been married, you didn't show your husband who was the boss, or who was the boss, You got some problems, Luz. You can make it back and crack the whip with your husband, show him who was the boss. I will miss Luz. I love Luz, and I wish her the best. I got to know her and her husband, know about her family and daughters, and I feel like I've known her for 15 years. That's the actual amount, but I feel like I've known her for 50 years. So of course she's not that old. She's only 21, just retiring early. So good luck, Luz. We all will miss you. Bye.
I have known Luz since 1994, when I came kicking and screaming from upstate New York down to Galveston, Texas, because my boss decided he wanted to take a job here. And so he brought his whole research lab down. My first memories of Luz were the same memories I have now. Always smiling, always happy, always helpful. And at that time, because I'm the only one with radiation safety training in my resume, I became the permit holder for my entire division, and so she worked with me to help with that since the time my feet touched campus. So my favorite memory, though, there are a lot of favorite memories of Luz, but one of the One of the important ones for me in terms of favorite memory was after Ike, when Dee Zimmerman and Luz and some of the other health and safety staff set up their office over in the basement of MRB, and that was where everybody had to go to sign in to get access to campus. And I remember Luz from the second I hit the building, and I'm covered in mud because I'd been working and getting through campus and dealing with some of the problems on campus. And I walked in the door and she was smiling. And she was happy and she was helpful and she was up and enthusiastic about the fact it wouldn't take us much to put ourselves back together and everything was going to be fine and we're managing everything well. And so that's one of my favorite memories because that is exactly describes what she is like. In terms of impact on my life and career, Luz and Dee and I have worked together since, I would say before 2000 as a team to manage not just what I had been doing originally for infectious disease, but as I moved across to the Galveston National Lab to manage what we do in terms of environmental safety, keeping people aware of safety concerns and managing the work that we do better. And so in terms of the three of us working together, there are very few women in leadership on this campus. And I will tell you, Luz has been a major leader who has made a big impact on what we do here at UTMB and how we manage radioactive materials and how we manage care of radioactive materials here, and has done an amazing job the entire time I have known her. And as a woman leader on campus, I truly appreciate the fact that she was out there and people knew her and people knew they could depend on her. And so you wanted to ask me about the 3 words that I would describe Luz. The first one is joyful, the second one is loyal, and the third one is dependable. Because she's never let me down. She's always been there no matter what was going on, whether it was personal or professional, and she's always been someone that we could depend on, that everybody at UTMB could depend on. So basically, Luz, I will miss you. I will miss you every day. I will miss you every time I go to chair a Radiation Safety Committee meeting, and for that, the fact that I'm chair, I blame you fully. It's not fair that once you are part of Radiation Safety Committee that the only way to get off it is to die. That's not reasonable. And so I hold you responsible for that forever, but I shall miss you every time I think about the work that I do related to radiation safety and just related to the work I do on campus. And UTMB is not going to be the same without you, but we will do our best, but you're always in our hearts.
So I met Luz the first time, it was 2009. I was working at the Health Science Center San Antonio in radiation safety there, and we had a UT System Radiation Safety Advisory Group meeting. And I was there in the meeting, and Luz came in, and it's very difficult to miss her with how happy and loud she was during the meeting. And I know I reached out to her after that to ask about some of the professional certification she had, and just always wondered what it would be like to work with somebody like her. And then in 2013 I had the opportunity to apply for the EHS consultant job, and been working with Luz ever since, so about the past 3.5 years. My favorite memory of Luz working here has always been really just seeing how she interacts with everybody that she works with and everybody who's worked for her. It's easy to see whenever she's talking to somebody, how much she really cares for them and what's going on with them personally and professionally, and also how much the people that she interacts with, how much that they love her in return. For my career, being impacted by Luz, she gave me the opportunity to come here at UTMB and to join the radiation safety group and learn from her and the rest of the program, and to trust in me to be able to follow in her footsteps as the radiation safety officer for UTMB. So I can only hope I'm able to live up to the great job that she's done as the radiation safety officer for the past 10 years. If I was to pick 3 words to use to describe Luz, it would always be caring, it would be fun, and enthusiastic. I'll miss you, Luz. Take care.